Get ready to become enlightened. This is our review of the Mind Soulmates. We were given a copy of the Mind Soulmates from the publisher so that we could do this quick review.
If you'd like to find out more information or buy a copy of the game, check out the links in the description below.
So this is the Mind Soulmates. We have reviewed just the regular Mind before. Check out that link in our description below to see all of our thoughts on that. Big difference, you're only playing with 50 cards, and then you're also going to be playing these cards face down instead of face up, although they did have that variant option in the original Mind. And there's going to be a Seer who's going to look at some of the cards and then give the players a hint each round. And then if you don't get it right, they'll give you another hint, but you will lose a life. The 12 levels that you have will tell you how many cards you're playing with, so 4, how many cards the Seer can look at, so 3, and how many hints they can get right at the beginning. So they'll give you 1 hint at the very beginning. This is definitely different from the regular Mind, although we really liked the variant in the Mind where you played them face down, so that kind of change wasn't really new to us. Having only 50 cards does make it a little bit more challenging because statistically the cards are going to be closer together. When you had 1 through 100, you had a little bit more leeway of like, yeah, you had the possibility that they could be back to back, but this one you really had a lot of possibility. We had a lot of times when it was like 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, like they were like that. But we were still able to go through all the 12 levels and be able to beat this one. So I do think that this is easier because of that Seer, because they give you that hint. Someone has kind of that landmark card, that benchmark card to know like, okay, there's gonna be a 30 in here. So once it gets to 30, then everyone can kind of check. And if once you play that 30, if there's like other cards going, you're like, oh, wait a second. And then when the Seer looks at it, they'll be able to tell you like, oh, you guys messed up. Here's another hint. Or, oh, good job, everybody.
In the beginning, because this is new and we were like, okay, there's a Seer. I'm a Seer. I give you a hint. What do you guys think? Like how do you interpret that? Like, what's the hint I give? Do I give you the low number? Do I give you the high number? If they're 2 next to each other, what do I do? And then, we joke around like, if someone wrote a 1, you're like, why? Like, what? We knew it was going to be 1. Why did you do that?
It's like, if you have the 1, as soon as you say go, boom, you go first. Why would you say, why would you tell us there's a 1?
So it was fun there because in between rounds, we'd be like, okay, so I think this is how you do the Seer, right? So we had, that was like fun little discussion too. But obviously when the game starts, everyone's just quiet, right? We're just like, and then eventually the Seer picks it up, looks at it in secret. You got it wrong. Then they like, you guys suck. And then you give them another clue, deal it out again, play the round over again. So I like that, but then, it's just that hesitation or that like as the Seer's looking at it and then you're like, no, we didn't do it. Come on, guys, be soulmates. Come on. Don't just be mates, be soulmates.
I would say if you're thinking about getting this game, if you've never played the Mind, this is a fun one. Start with this one. I think it's a little bit more approachable, a little bit more easier to finish, and a little bit more like intuitive of what you're going to be doing. However, if you've played the Mind before, you do not need to play this because it doesn't change it all that much. The big key is once you know the secret of the game, basically this doesn't help anything. Like you're gonna play this the exact same way. Yes, you do have the Seer who will give you kind of that benchmark somewhere in there to give you a hint, but for the most part, you're going to be playing it exactly the same way as you played the original, and especially if you played the variant like us, so there's really not a whole lot of difference between the two. If there was something other than the secret of how you play this game, then this might change it or affect it. So that's what I'm saying, like the first time you play, before you know that secret, then this might be fun and might be a little bit more helpful. If you're just playing it straight off of like having no idea how to play, then this might be better than the original. But if you've played the original, you probably don't need this one.
Another thing to note is the levels go up to 12, but in the rulebook there is a way that like, hey, you guys want to keep on going? Let's see how far we can do it. So it's almost like a custom level 13, level 14. Like there is a way for you to do that in there. So, for those who are like,
50.
Yeah, too easy. Let's see how far we can go. But I mean, really, you only get 4 lives. So, meh. Like, I challenge you to see how far you can go. I did like the progression of the levels where it's like, okay, the first one's 4 cards you said, and someone can look at 3. So, super easy, very, or should be super easy. If it was 1, 2, 3, 4 or something like that, that's probably going to be hard. But I did like that version. And so it's just like, oh, okay, smaller numbers, but I think it ramps up better than maybe the Mind, but also maybe it's been a while.
The thing that I really like about this is the same thing I liked about in the traditional Mind, which is introducing it to someone for the first time and seeing what their thought process is to figure out how to play the game, that's the best part. So it doesn't have that replayability. Yeah, if you want to try the challenge, oh, let's go up to 50 and let's see how good you can get. What did you not like about this game?
So I know they trimmed down, right? They slimmed down on this, but I would say that one of the cards I really liked in the other one were the little ninja stars. I mean, those are meant to be like oh, hold on, let's everyone flip over.
We messed up, everybody.
But I can see why it's not in this, right? Because at max, there's going to be 12 cards. 4 people, everyone has 3 cards each. So really, it's like,
they replaced the help of raising your hand with the...
It'd be like too easy. So that's what, but I'm like, no, but I like the ninja star and also the...
The thing I didn't really like about this is it's almost exactly like the Mind. Yeah, it gives you help. And it's probably supposed to replace the Mind, not be like, oh, if you like the Mind, try doing this. It's probably just like, oh, well, we really want to keep selling the Mind, but we're going to make it easier for people. So now it's the Mind Soulmates so that we can sell it to some people. But then also we have this new game. If you've never played the Mind before, play this version. I just feel like they're almost exactly the same game. Yeah, this is helping you a little bit. I mean, just do you like the Ninja Star, raising your hand? Kind of, do you like 100 cards versus 50 cards? I mean, there's not that much of a difference. And that's the only thing is I like the original one, but then I could see why if you've never played it before, this would be a better introduction to the game than the original one.
Overall, I think I'll pass this on to the next board gamer just because I have the Mind or we have the Mind, but then again, it's like when we play this, I think kind of what you mentioned, the novelty or the fun is playing it with new people, and then you're like, how are they going to figure it out? When are they going to figure it out? I like it, but I think we've exhausted it with our friend group. That just playing it just regularly now, I kind of don't see myself doing that because all right, we all know it. Let's just, I don't know. It's lost its novelty or the replayability to me. So that's probably let someone else enjoy it and introduce their new friends or group of friends.
Overall, I would play this game again, caveat with new people. As Lee says, we've kind of exhausted a lot of the new people we can play this with. However, I'd like to still keep a copy just in case you ever get that new person, like maybe someone new comes into the group, or you go somewhere, you visit someone, or someone comes into town, or you never know. So it's fun to have because, again, it is a lot of fun when you play with new people for the first time. If I was giving this a score on Board Game Geek, I don't remember what I gave it the first time, but I'd say probably after playing it again, and then just my thoughts recalling back nostalgia of the original, I'd probably say it's about a 5. That was our review of the Mind Soulmates.
What'd you think? Is this going to open your third eye? Let us know in the comments below.
Once again, we'd like to thank the publisher for giving us a copy so that we could do this review video. If you'd like to find out more information or buy a copy of the game, check out the links in our description below. And as always, if you're enjoying our content, please like this video, give it a hype, or a comment in the comment section below. And as always, subscribe to our channel.
Until next time, I'm Lee.
I'm Kenny. I go party like a board gamer.